Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all doing? Hi Natalie, hi Jamie, yes, Valo free, at least for tonight. Oh, Natalie, subscribing at tier 1, you've been subscribed for 6 months. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thanks so much, Natalie. Welcome back, welcome back. Yes, we are back doing Jamie's favourite mushrooms of all time. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to do the stitching or the dragon today, and I just thought, you know what, it feels like a stitchy day, and I've done kind of like stitching for the last 2 Fridays, so I thought, you know what, let's just stick with the theme. Yeah, do you know what? I actually thought doing an embroidery on black fabric would be hard on the eyes, but actually, it's been all right. Let me just sort out my threads. So what I'm working on all the leaves and the grass before I go and do the final mushrooms. So, but I thought I'd point out, you can see the progress. Oh yes, and a new jigsaw for Panda because he finished off the dragon one. So you've now got, I think it's capybara. I thought they looked cute. I thought we'd stick with the theme of animals. When I can thread. Oh, I've lost the ability to thread a needle. Oh my god. Never takes me this many attempts. Come on, there we go. Right. Yeah, so Panda, if you could try and make this one last for the stream, that would be great. No, there are many. Solve away, my friend, solve away. But yeah, you can see the progress on this embroidery, which I'm really quite pleased about, because when I first started doing these grasses, I did this bit here first. You can't really see it, but this one here, and it's quite rough. If you look at these ones over here, these are nice and smooth, and these are nice and smooth, and the leaves here, because it took me a while to work out how to do the leaf stitch properly. And here I was just doing long and short stitch and realised I should have changed it actually, but I'm leaving it in. Because it just shows the progress of me sort of getting used to things. So I'm going to work on this red leaf and that red leaf and see how we get on. I don't mind that I wasn't very good to start off with, because, you know, like I said, that's why I bought these cheap kits. This is just a cheap kit from Temu. It's not meant to be anything amazing or special. It's just for me to sort of get back into stitching mindset and know what I'm doing. So I used to know all of this. I studied textiles at school. I did 3 years of textiles. And I should remember it, but you know what it's like. If you don't use it, you lose it. And I lost all of the knowledge that I had about embroidery and all the different stitches and how to tackle certain shapes and certain textures and all that jazz. But it will come back slowly. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying this immensely. This gives me so much I think it just calms my mind. And I need a calm mind because it's always doing like a million thoughts all at once. I'm always worrying about many, many, many different things. And yet when I'm just stitching, it's very soothing to my brain. And sometimes when I sit here in the afternoon and I'll do a little bit on this, unless Nick drags me into Valo, I often find myself just sort of sitting here, and as I'm stitching, it allows me to focus on my writing and story ideas as well. I can just sort of work things out in my head if I'm having a problem. This gives me the space to sort of work things out. And oh, talking of writing, Jamie, if you're still here, I did get an acknowledgement from that thing that I applied for that had the closing date of the 31st of Jan, the same date as you. Did not get through. I was not successful or anything, but they at least sent an email thanking me for applying. They said that they had over, they said they had 300 applicants, just over 300 applicants, which surprised me because I thought they'd have thousands. I really did think that they would have thousands. And though they said that the standard was very high, I'd not made it through this time, which is fine because the writing life is full of rejections. So that's fine. But she did say that she liked my sample enough that she wanted to hold my name on file for any future IP projects that might come up again, either with herself or with another editor in her publishing house. So I said, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, I'm happy with that. I'm sure they said that to a lot of people. I'm not going to hold my breath. But I will take it, you know. Hey Faisal, how are you? Currently on a 7-stream streak. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Don't worry about all these ends, by the way. All these little ends that you can see around here that are just sort of sticking out of the fabric. It's they will all get trimmed off at the end. It's so that I don't have to keep turning this to get to the back. So I sort of do a couple of holding stitches and then pull the thread through to the front. And then once everything's stitched and held in place, then I can cut those ends off and you won't even notice there was anything there. But I am going to have to get a bit of tape, some sticky tape, because this red stuff, when you stick the needle through it or if you catch it, it breaks off into many, many little pieces. It's a real pain in the backside. And it's going everywhere, and I can see red debris all over the all over the black fabric, and I don't want that on my black fabric because you can see it and it just looks dirty and I don't like it. So how is everybody doing? No, that's too far apart. Has everyone been having a good Friday? Is anyone looking forward to anything at the weekend? Nick and I are going to see his parents tomorrow. Nick and I are, we're going to provide some respite to his dad because his dad cares for his mum. He's her carer. She's has to have someone with her 24/7. I just pulled that out. And even though he does get carers in every day, he doesn't very often get time to himself. And so we've been saying to him for absolutely ages, look, we're not that far away, we're just an hour or so away. Let us know a time and a date and we will come down and we will look after Nick's mum while you go out and you go and do some things and look after yourself and stuff. And just take some me time. Just take some time to just sort of chill. And he kept saying, "Oh yeah, I'll take you up on that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll take you up." And he never did, and he never has until this week. He rang us up and said, "Would you mind?" I was like, "Of course we don't mind." Right, I'm just gonna do some holding stitches and get a new thread. So we're going tomorrow. I'm going to spend the day with Nick's mum so his dad can go out and get himself some me time. Oh, Faisal gifted a tier 1 sub to Panda. Thanks, Faisal. Welcome, Panda. Right, new thread. So that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday. I'm going to take my laptop with me because, well, I'm still on deadline and I can't afford to miss a day's writing. So when my mum-in-law is having her after dinner nap, I'm hoping I can get my words done. But you know what they say about best laid plans and all that. It probably won't go that way. We'll probably be constantly on the go. Who knows? But so that's our Saturday. I don't know what we're doing Sunday. Have we got that show on Sunday? No. No, that's next Sunday. So do you see how that just sort of looks much neater done in a leaf shape. And these are just holding stitches because they will get stitched over by a different colour. Boo, 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 boo. Not in the back. So have you heard anything from your writing thing, Jamie, or are you still waiting? Me and Panda at Puzzles will smoke anyone in a puzzle building based event. I'll have a look at it in a minute. Have you got the sides yet? Let's have a look. Let's see how much you've done. Oh wow! Blimey! Oh my god! Wow, okay. That's amazing. Jamie's at 46, Panda's at 43. That's amazing. Oh my god, this is going to be done by the end of the stream. Remember, you can click on the preview button at the top to have a look at the picture. I just always remind people about that because not everyone knows. There were so many puzzles to choose from. I almost chose one that was just a great big pile of donuts, like all these different donuts with different toppings and everything. And I thought, oh, that'll be cool. And then I saw the capybara one, and I was like, oh, actually, no, it's gonna have to be a cute furry animal. Still waiting. It doesn't say it's closed. They're still sifting through all the entries. Oh, okay. Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Can you guys hear the music okay? Because the other day I had it and some people couldn't hear it. Can you hear the music all right? Do you need me to turn it up, or is it just about right? All good. Excellent. Thanks, Jamie. Right, actually, I want to finish this thread off. I've already decided there are parts of this, almost a jigsaw then, stitchy puzzle that I'm going to change the colours. I'll show you why. Oh, I've still got these on my lap. Let's put those down there. Just get this sorted and then I'll show you what I'm going to change. Oh, look at that, first time that time. I mean, I've already changed the shading on the top mushroom, but let me get the pattern out so I can show you. So on here, this mushroom underneath here is purple, and it doesn't look right because these are yellow and white, and so I just feel this one needs to be yellow and white. And at the bottom here, it's got the purple going up, and the same over here, and the same on this middle one. And I just don't think you would have purple. I think you would have like brown because it's near the soil. So I'm going to do like a soft beigey brown color. I'm going to change this to white and yellow. And the shading up on here is no. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. So yeah, that's me fiddling about with the colors and textures and things. And I might even add, because I've got some of obviously my own threads, and I think what I might do is that in some of these leaves I might add in some shading and do some proper thread painting and make it just a little bit more realistic. Oh, for goodness sakes, pulled that out of the thread again. I got myself, because I've been getting back into this, I used to have an embroidery magazine called Love Embroidery. And I used to get it because, well, I think the first time I got it was when I did that fox that I showed you, because I liked the pattern on the front, and that was the thing that made me have a go and, you know, get back into it and everything. And I thought to myself, do you know what? I used to like that magazine. I'm going to get it again. And I went online and I found this site where you can get the first 3 issues for a more reasonable price than a full price if you bought it in the shop. And then after that it goes up to full price once you've had your trial period. And I remember this magazine as being quite a thick magazine. And it arrived in the week. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before. And it has gotten so thin. And its cover price is, I think it's like $6.99 for a monthly magazine. Because, I mean, magazines these days are really, really expensive anyway. But if you've ever decided to buy a magazine on anything that you're interested in, magazine prices are horrendous at the moment. Horrendously expensive. And I was kind of disappointed. I hate to say it. There wasn't much there. And I think if you're going to spend that amount of money, $6.99 on a magazine, you want your money's worth, don't you? And I just don't feel, for me, in my opinion, I just didn't feel like it was good value. There was a tutorial in there that they're doing month by month by month of thread painting a moth, and I really do like the look of that bit I did like. That was the bit that I was very intrigued by, but sound okay. Excellent, thank you. It has made me so nervous when I get a Gmail notification though. Yeah, I can imagine. I hate the mags that are like £2 for issue 1, then £20 for the others. Yes. You mean like a part work? When they do those part work things? I remember my brother doing one of those. It was one of those part works where you sort of every month you got it, you were given some extra pieces, and it was like you would build a model. And I think it was a ship. Which ship was it? It wasn't the Titanic. It was this other big ship. And anyway, my brother likes all that sort of stuff. He likes ships and planes and stuff from like World War II, and he decided, oh, I'm gonna do this, and he got the first issue, like you said, which was a reasonable price, and made up the first part, excitedly waited for month 2, and month 2 came along and it was a bit more expensive, quite a bit more expensive, but he was like, well, I really want to make this model, and so he bought it and made up part 2, and we worked out that by the time he'd finished making this ship would have cost him like £600 or £700 for a simple model. And it was like, no, don't do that. Just go and get yourself an Airfix kit or something, whatever they're called. And don't do it through a magazine, jeez. I think I've only ever belonged to one part work, and that was when I was a young girl, a wee slip of a thing, and it was RSPB Bird magazine, and it was all about the birds in the UK, and it would have all these articles and obviously some amazing photography and things like that, but there would be this section in the middle that was art of birds. So it was birds drawn in watercolors, birds drawn with acrylics, birds drawn in pencil, and all the different ones. And so you could create a binder for the magazine, and you could get a separate binder for all the art pieces that would sit in the middle. And I dutifully collected that magazine. That wasn't too expensive, but my pocket money went on that magazine every single week. And I loved it. And I think in the end I had about 4 binders. 3 of them that was the magazine and 1 that was the artwork. I loved that. I dread to think how much money I spent on it. £100% worth it. Yeah. I think if I had it now, I'd really like that, because I'd be able to look back at all those art pieces and just sort of wished I'd kept it. I think it was one of those things. I remember moving out of my parents' home when I got my first flat. And I'm saying, well, do you want this? Do you want this? Are you taking this with you? And I was like, no, it's fine. No, do what you like with it. Give it to a charity shop, whatever. And I just sort of, yeah, I wish I'd not done that now. I said no to a bird mag. Yeah, I'm afraid so, Jamie. Shame on me. I know. I should have taken it with me. I used to know. So this is another thing that I've lost because I don't use it anymore. But I used to know. You could show me any UK bird and I could tell you what it was just by looking at it. I could even remember some, not all, but some of the Latin names for the birds and the facts about the birds. I was obsessed with birds, but couldn't tell you any of that now. I expect nothing less from a woman that puts the milk in. Oh dear. I'm now your favourite streamer. You mean I wasn't your favourite streamer before? But now you know I collected a bird magazine. I'm now it. Well, I'm glad. Right, I'm going to need to end this and get another piece. Right, let's get another thread. What am I doing? That way. We've just had a lovely roast dinner. For those of you who are on Roast Alert, yes, it's Friday, and we had a roast dinner. Really, really nice. We had small gammon joint, roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, broccoli, peas, sweet corn, carrot, leek, and roast parsnips. I love roast parsnips. Oh my god. I used to hate vegetables growing up because, well, I used to put it down to the fact that my mother's method of cooking vegetables came from her mother's method of cooking vegetables, which was basically to boil them alive in hot water for ages and ages and ages until there was literally nothing left of them but this mush. And so I used to hate vegetables. Why has that got a knot in it that is annoying me? That's gonna pop every time it goes through. So, no, I didn't enjoy vegetables when I lived at home. And then I can remember when I met Nick, and the first time I went to his parents' house for dinner, and they were having this roast dinner, and I was like, oh God. I'm either not going to have much on my plate at all, or I'm going to have to force down some vegetables. And I can remember that they did it so that everything on the table, you just sort of helped yourself. So they didn't sort of preload your plate for you. They put everything out in like dishes on the table, and you just sort of helped yourself. And I thought, oh, okay, I will add some token vegetables just to be seen to be being a good girl. And put this veg on my plate and was amazed that it tasted completely different from what I was expecting. And found out that my mother-in-law used a steamer to cook her veg. And from there, that was it. I was a convert from there. It was like, actually, I really like vegetables, which is a good thing, seeing I'm now vegan. But everything gets steamed. She's back. Welcome back, Natalie. Do you know, Nick uses that. And you go, hi, I'm back. And he goes, hello, back. So I did it to him on the Valo stream the other day. Yeah, I'm afraid so. Got to use some of Nick's dad jokes against him. Right, once I've done this bit, I'll be able to start on the mushroom. You can't change me. It is what it is. He is what he is. Right, I just want a couple of filler stitches, just where it looks a little bit sparse. There we go. Need sharper scissors. Right, let's put these away. Don't need the red colour. Right, so mushroom. So we start with dark colour first. Whoops, bush. There you go. I don't think I'll be able to take this with me to Nick's parents tomorrow. I'm so upset they don't stock my favourite instant noodles at my Korean market. Is it those Conlee ones? Because Jack really likes these Conlee noodles. I can't thread the needle again. But we really struggle to find them sometimes. Oh, let's try the other end. Let's try the other end. Oh, God. Eyesight. No. Pot noodles aren't the same though, Jamie. Right, looks like I'm going to spend the next 3 hours trying to thread this needle. Oh, there we go, I've done it. You can sometimes get some really good noodles in Home Bargains in their food section. Right, I'm going to do this little mushroom first. Post them in Discord. Okay, let's have a look. Samyang. I don't even know. I bet I'm not even pronouncing that properly. Sweet soybean sauce. Do you know, I've not actually seen those ones. Are they like an egg noodle or a rice noodle? Jared likes eating those. They're called udon noodles. They're really thick and look like worms. It just egg noodles. You love udon. Oh, do you know, I just can't get past what they look like. They're really thick, wormy ones. I mean, one fell off a plate earlier today when I was tidying up the kitchen. And the kids did their usual thing of, one child, I should say, did their usual thing of bringing down a load of plates from their room and just dropping them on the kitchen side. And as I went to sort of go and scrape the plates to sort of tidy up in the kitchen, one of these noodles fell off onto the kitchen side. And it was only about that long. And I had to pick it up with my fingers. I almost retched because it's just like, ugh. No, I'm sorry. Nope. I don't like those udon noodles at all. I like rice noodles. I like the vermicelli noodles. That's what I like. this. Bit of contouring. You don't like small noodles. Isn't it funny how we all have these preferences? You wouldn't think it would matter, because surely noodles are noodles, right? People are weird. We're all weird. Firmly in the noodles are noodles camp. I used to think the same way, and then I met udon. Changing the shape doesn't change the taste, but what about the texture when it's in your mouth? Because I'm just like, I just can't imagine that thick, slimy udon noodle in my mouth. No, I'm sorry, no. Ugh. Ugh. Jamie hasn't reached his enlightenment phase. Oh dear. I think all students are generally prone to assuming that, noodles, ramen, whatever, are good. Pasta doesn't bother me as much, no, because it's never slimy, is it? It doesn't. I just don't think of it slimy. I don't like the pasta that's in like the bow ties, the bow tie one, because I always feel like that middle bit never seems to cook as well. It's always just a little bit chewier. Whereas I like fusilli and penne pasta. I'm probably saying these wrong. I'm probably butchering the names. But penne and fusilli, the ones that look like little shells, conchigli, oh, I don't know how they're pronounced. They're alright, but I just don't like the bow ties, but only because they just don't seem to cook as well. Pasta is pasta and noodles are noodles. Like pasta, hate ravioli. I've never actually tried fresh pasta ravioli that's sort of like been handmade or anything like that. I've never actually tried it. My experience of ravioli comes out of a Heinz tin. And that is something that you only have on occasion. That I used to have as a child. I've never had it as an adult. I don't care too much. Vermicelli is where I draw the line. So I like the vermicelli. Oh, a gluten-free. Wow, I'm all for gluten-free. Would you mind sharing that recipe? Nah. Stick it in Discord or if you don't want to share it with the uneducated amongst us, you could just DM me. because I've not actually had ravioli for ages, and if there's a gluten-free version, then I'm up for that. Thanks. Do you have to have gluten-free? Or is it just something that you prefer? Because if you want to do a recipe swap, I have an absolutely banging mango curry recipe that everyone I've given it to has absolutely loved it. I can stick that in Discord. It requires muscles to roll it out thin enough. That's fine. Do you know, I sit here in an afternoon and do a bit of stitching and I have no problem threading the needle. I get onto stream and suddenly I can't thread a needle. It's performance anxiety. My mum's gluten-free. I hate it with a passion. Doesn't taste the same. I think you just have to get used to it. If you have no choice, you have to get used to it. I mean, when I first went gluten-free back in God, now when did I find out I was celiac? 2005. So that's 19 years ago. 19 years ago. I could do the maths. There was literally like one type of bread you could buy. There was very limited on some of the things that you could have. And it really was a chore, but there are so many breads now. There are so many things that you can have as a celiac that it's made life a lot easier, which I'm really pleased about, because I feel now that because Becca has to have gluten-free because she's discovered she's celiac, there are more things, so I don't feel that she's as restricted as she could have been. Right, I'm just going to add a bit more dark on this side because it falls under the umbrella of that mushroom, so I want more of a shadow. It's only really bread type fluids. It's really only bread type foods. The flour is always so grainy. Yeah, I don't find it grainy. I just find that the flour is, if you're trying to bake, if you're trying to do any gluten-free baking, whether you use xanthan gum or not, any of the stuff that you can use to put in there to try and stop it being crumbly, it just doesn't hold together the way something that does have gluten in would, and it just becomes very crumbly, or the recipes are overly sweet, as if they feel they've got to somehow replace gluten with sugar, and it's like no, just make it hold together. That's all I ask. So that's the thing, that's the pain. The pain in the butt. The gluten-free options in shops now is amazing. Had a friend in school who would only eat chips and veg. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is so much more that's in the shops now for celiacs. But it's so expensive. It's just like, why are you making it this expensive? It doesn't need to be this expensive. And sometimes, just because it's been labeled gluten-free, it costs more. And sometimes you can look for that. Like, for example, if you go and get ketchup, and you get the gluten-free ketchup from the supermarket, from the gluten-free section, you're paying like £2 to £3 for a small bottle. Whereas if you go and get the supermarket own brand, which is like 60p, it's gluten-free anyway. And it's like they can't label it gluten-free because obviously that costs them extra money. They have to produce it in a gluten-free area, so that costs more money, whereas they just use a general factory. And they can put may contain, which is generally safe. And they say may contain, but it's not in any of the ingredients. You're generally going to be okay, in my experience. Let me just put that in asterisks either side. In my experience and in my opinion, don't take my word for solid gold information. Some people might be really, really, really sensitive, but in my experience, having something that just says may contain hasn't made me ill so far. So it's just worth looking around and finding the stuff that is naturally gluten-free. These new celiacs have it so easy. Don't tell Becca that. She wouldn't agree with you. Took her a long time to find a bread that she liked. Because there's so many varieties. And in the end, it turned out that the one she liked the best was an own brand Co-op one. But I remember, when I was first celiac and I used to have the bread was awful as a sandwich. It literally tasted like cardboard. And it had that texture of being quite hard and chewy. And so every time I had anything with bread in it, I would just... oh, I've gone and threaded the wrong colour. I need a lighter colour. That's because I'm chatting. I would have to stick it in the microwave before I could eat it and sort of heat it up slightly, because heating up the bread softened the texture, and that was the only way I could eat the bread. Whereas now there are some lovely, lovely breads out there that I really, really like. What have I done now? Concentrate, woman. That's why when me and my mum find a good recipe that actually works, we hoard them. Yeah. I think we all probably are guilty of hoarding good recipes. And if we find something that we like, generally I just have to say to Nick, oh, I really, really like that. And he'll go out and he'll just buy loads of them until I get absolutely sick of it. But he's good like that, Nick. If I find something that I like, he will go out and make sure he gets loads. You can go over there. Right, let's try and thread this one. Yeah, my mum's not that bad. She sneaks in gluten every once in a while. Oh my gosh. Is she a celiac though? Because that's not good for her. If she's just gluten sensitive, then, you know, that's her choice. But if she's a celiac, a properly diagnosed celiac, then that is not good for her. She'll be causing untold damage to her insides because it's an autoimmune response, celiac. So it's not an allergy, it's an autoimmune response. So if you have gluten and you're a celiac, it will cause the body to attack itself. And it doesn't know which part of you is friendly and which part of you is not. So it just attacks everything, which is why celiacs who have been glutened will feel sick, they'll get cramps, they'll have a fever, they will get diarrhea, they may even be sick. Oh, look at that. How have I pulled that through? Right, okay. So she will be even causing damage to her bodily systems that she doesn't even realize that she's causing damage to. So if she is a celiac, maybe just make her aware. She probably is aware of that, and you know, it's her own choice what she chooses to do, obviously. But I'd hate to think of her. Oh, what have I done now? I went up, I came down. I got gluten once while I was out. It was not a pleasant experience. She's celiac. The worst she gets from eating gluten, though, is like serious fatigue. Okay, well, that may be what she feels in the moment, but she will also be causing other damage to herself, so she might be thinking, well, I'm getting away with it because all I feel is a little bit of tired. Oh, I will have this little bit, because this little bit, all it's going to do is just going to make me feel a little bit tired. And I get it. I get the desire to cheat, because we all want to cheat sometimes and just have that thing that just looks so delicious and that you just, oh, it's not fair, why should I miss out, blah, blah, blah. But she's causing damage to herself internally. As in from occasional gluten, like once every few months. Hey Liz, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Thank you. Let's see how that how the jigsaw's coming along. Oh my god! Wow, you guys are on it. Jeez. It almost looks like there's too many pieces to fit into it. All the pieces that are on the outside, it just looks like there's too many. Wow. You're doing amazing. I've actually got a real life jigsaw puzzle that I haven't touched in ages, and it's a Christmas one, so I really ought to do it. I'm trying to stagger my stitches, and I'm trying to do long stitches and short stitches because that is the best way to cover a large area and to help with blending of the colours. All these ends, it's just all these little ends that are kind of a little bit annoying, but they will all disappear later. I started watching One Day on Netflix. And has anyone else started watching it? I'm kind of like, I've never read the book, even though I guess I ought to because it's meant to be like a romantic classic. But I'm kind of like, I'm kind of annoyed at the heroine. I'm on about episode 4 or episode 5, something like that. And she's just being, I don't know, she's just so glum and mean sometimes, and I'm really finding it hard to like her and to sort of get behind her and support her, because I always got told as a romance author that, you know, you have to make your reader fall in love with the hero, and you have to make your reader want to be best friends with the heroine, because the majority of our readers are women, so that's what they say. And so you want to have a likable heroine and a swoon-worthy hero. And even though I think the hero has done a few questionable things, I can see how they've tried to make him swoon-worthy. He's a good-looking guy and everything. But I don't understand the chemistry between the two of them, because seeing the sort of guy that he is, I don't understand why he would continue to hang out with her, because every time he does hang out with her, she's either mean or grumpy, or they argue over something, and he says stuff to her that, you know, just as she thinks, well, okay, she might kiss him or she might give in to her feelings, he will suddenly then say something that will either make her slap him or walk away from him or cause a fight with him. And I just don't get their dynamic. I just don't get it. If I wrote that for Mills and Boon, it would be, yeah, sorry, this isn't working. I know that the book the original obviously was not a Mills Boon. Of course not. It was a standalone title. David Nichols, I think, is the author. And everyone raves about the book, and it's great. And maybe the book is different from the TV series. I don't know. But I'm finding it really hard to sort of get on board with their story. Has anyone else seen it? What does everyone else think? Or have you not seen it? You've not seen it? I was just on one of those days where I was struggling to find something to watch. And I listened to a podcast, and they had been talking about One Day. And they're like, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I'm really loving it. I love who they've picked for the heroine. And yeah, I do like the actress that plays the heroine. She played Shruti, a junior doctor in that Adam Kay biopic, and she was really good in that. When she died, I was devastated. But I'm just not getting it. And you know how it's really annoying when everyone else likes something, and then you try and watch it and you just can't get behind the characters. It's very frustrating because I want to like it like everyone else does. I'm quite happy to have my own opinion on something, but I think because I've heard so much about this book that I just rather hoped for something more. And this is my own personal taste, obviously, but yeah, just a little disappointed. Right, next purple. Or, I know what we could do. Seeing it's 7 o'clock. I loaded something up. I want to see if it works. So if you guys are happy to be guinea pigs, I have the words on stream thing. Let's see if I can get it to connect. Hang on. Is it gonna do it? Is it gonna do it? Is this gonna work? Right, let me try. Bear with. Let me put in that. Aha! There we go. Right, okay. Words on stream. Have you guys tried this? I kind of like it. Let me get rid of my stitchy thing out of the way. Right, let's see how we go. Is everybody ready? Yes, you've done it with James. Okay. Go! Oh, I'm locked out. Damn it. How is wish not a word? How did you get wish? I put in wish. How did you get wish? Oh God, what else is there? I don't know. Oh. I don't think there are any other words. Keys? Yay, keys. Oh, oh, oh. Hikes. Hikes and yikes. Well done, Natalie. Oh, we only got 7 of 17. Right, ranking. I came in first, Natalie second, Panda third. Let's go again. Oh, I'm glad this is working. Right, okay. Panda. Well, yeah, it's a word. I don't think it's allowing it for some reason. Who'd have thunk it? Oh dear, we're not doing very well. Oh, well done, Natalie! Strict, well done. What are those other 4-letter words? What's the longest word? Oh, district! Yay! Come on, we need to get those other 4-letter words. Oh! Star. Rids! Excellent, well done. It's a shame it doesn't tell you the words that you've missed. It doesn't show you, does it, at the end? You think it would sort of like come up and just sort of show you what you've missed. We've skipped 2 levels. Yay. So total ranking, I'm in first place, then we've got Natalie, then we've got Panda. Go again. Let's see how far we can go. Oh, well done with the minor, Natalie. Really good. Oh, Panda coming in with morning. Well done. Natalie with grin. Oh, you're all fabulous at this. Hi, Bubble. Welcome to the channel. And it didn't allow Omni. Oh, Panda with iron. Well done. You think Omni was a word? Nori. And Nori's not a word. Okay. Oh. Grim. Excellent. Excellent. Do you ever get to that point where you feel like your brain has just stopped working? Ring! Well done, Nat. Yeah, my brain has just sort of gone, that's enough. That's enough from me. Let's see where we are after that. Skip 2 levels, yay! So I'm in first place, then we've got Natalie, then Panda, and level 4 ranking. Panda's first, then Natalie, then me. Excellent, let's go again. Oh. Well done, Natalie, with bile. Oh, I'm locked out. Damn it. Limbo. Well done, Panda. Oh, lobe. That's a good word. I like lobe. That's good. Am I still locked out? Damn it. Biome. Wow. Mole. Fantastic. Gotta go for mile then, haven't we? Oh, I'm still locked out. Mile. There's still a 6-letter and a 5-letter. Boil. Well done. I can't think what that 6-letter word is. I bet it's some really weird words that we've never heard of before. I mean, these are all words that we can find in the dictionary, right? Oh, we didn't skip any levels. Alright. Total ranking, I'm in first place, then Natalie, then Panda, but in level 6. I was first, then Natalie and Panda. Oh, it's the same. Right, okay. But it's very close. It's very close. Oh, God. Oh. Lake, well done. Take, well done, Bubble. Oh, Panda, I was waiting to type that. Well done, you got the 6-letter with tackle, well done. Glacé isn't a word. Oh, okay. Was I locked out? Cake. cork. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Oh, I was just about to type leek. Well done, Panda. Why is the G pinked out? Why is the G different? Does that mean that's not in there anymore? Teal! Excellent! Oh, I was just going to go for kale. I wonder if kale was there, but timed out now. Skip 2 levels! Yay! Well done, everybody. So, in the level 7 ranking, Panda is first, then me, then Natalie, then Bubble. Total ranking is me, Natalie, Panda, and then Bubble. Doing so well. Oh God. Neon, well done. How is neat not in there? Tone, excellent. Content, well done, Panda. Oh, there's a fake letter. Oh. Oh, I see. Right, okay. Tote, excellent, excellent. Non, excellent. Oh God, this is a really bad word, but I wonder if it's in there. Yeah, well, that might not be a good word to put, but clearly it's a word. Right, okay. Oh, no, the A's not there, is it? Damn it. Oh, I typed cone at the same time as Natalie. Well done, Nat. You got there before me. That was good. That was a difficult one. I didn't know they put in fake letters. Level 9 ranking, Natalie in first place. Well done. Then me, then Panda, then Bubble. Total ranking, me, Natalie coming up, creeping up on me behind, then Panda, then Bubble. Well done, everybody. And it's a fake letter. Okay. I'll remember that this time. Okay, so I put in paper and that's not there. Pear, so... I'm thinking maybe there's a P. Oh, it's the E. Right, okay. So if the E is fake, God, Oh, well done, Nat, with prop. I keep seeing apple, but if the E is fake, I can't put that in. What's that 7-letter one then? You can't have parole. Opal, well done. What is the big word? Oh, well done, Panda! Well done, I couldn't see that. I could not see that at all. You keep getting the biggest word, Panda. That's really good. Oh, game over. Why were we that bad? Oh, that's not too bad. Right, okay. Alright, well, there we go. So, in the end, level 10 ranking, Panda was in first place. I was second. Natalie was third. Total ranking, I was first, then Natalie, then Panda, then Bubble. So, well done, everybody. That was fun! What do you do if you click on reward? Coins. Fill the blank below the command you use to distribute coins or points in the text. Oh, I don't know about that. I've never set that up. I'll set that up next time. But it was tough. It was really tough. But yeah, good game, everybody. Good game. I enjoyed that. I think I might bring this in at the end of each stream because I like word games. I like things like that. No, I didn't press anything. No, exit. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't start. Right, so that's it then, guys. That's where I'm going to leave it today. Thanks ever so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday. So take care, guys. Look after yourselves. Bye.